Oh, hi, Marites.
Hey, Greg.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Did I catch you at a good time?
Always.
Always
You're
good to-
always welcome to come.
Do you have maybe a few minutes we could learn more about you? We're doing 5 things you didn't know about me. Off the top of your head, do you have 5 things we may not know about you?
I think so.
Yeah?
I like having conversations and talk story with people.
Great. Maybe start by maybe telling us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been at HBU and your current role.
Sure. I'm Marites McKee. I serve as the Dean of Students and Interim Title IX Coordinator. I've been at HBU for 16 years.
Wow. You've been in this spot for how long? Not that long?
Just this year.
Okay.
So come visit us.
Yeah.
We're on the lower level of Pioneer Plaza. We're surrounded by the classrooms. And there's great outdoor space for students to study. So
Absolutely.
I like seeing students coming and going. So
Great spot to have their lunch downstairs.
So come on by.
So you have 5 things. What would be the first thing we don't know about you?
Sure. I am the youngest of 5. There's 5 of us in the family,
Okay.
and I have 4 older brothers.
Wow.
So it's sort of like growing up an only child, because I'm the only girl, and our age difference is I think the youngest brother is 5 years older than I am. So it's great. I always felt protected and sheltered in my family with having 4 older siblings.
Did you grow up in Hawaii?
I did. I went to Radford High School, grew up in the Salt Lake, Kalihi area.
Okay.
So I went to Kalihi Waina for elementary,
right, yeah.
and then Aliuanu, and then I graduated as a Radford High School Ram.
Oh, go Rams. Yeah. That's
Go
cool.
Rams. Yep.
So that's one thing. What would be a second thing we don't know about you?
So second thing, I went to school in Spokane, Washington, and part of my plans was to go to grad school right after. So I did a crazy thing in the 90s. I got in my car and drove cross country to Bowling Green, Ohio. So at I remember Montana. I think I slept through most of Wyoming and crashed in terms of sleeping. Excuse me. I met up with a college friend in Denver, and thankfully they took me in because I think I slept for a day before I got back on the road and went through, I think it was Iowa, and I got the chance to visit Illinois, and eventually made my way to Ohio. So that was a big deal. Back in the day, they had the phones.
No phones, right?
No, they had cell phones,
okay.
But it was, you purchased minutes on it.
I remember that. Yeah.
My parents got some access to me, but I was very thankful I made it through Wyoming, because I think at one point I pulled off to the side of the road where all the other semi-trucks were, and I just slept for hours. And I'm just grateful I made it safely to Ohio.
What a great experience to be able to do that. Wow. Okay. What would be a third thing?
Third thing is my family and I have a 9-year-old English Bulldog.
English Bulldog, okay.
And I have a huge fondness for Bulldogs in general. So if you ever want to have a conversation around English Bulldogs, French Bulldogs, I'm all think it.
Now you have 2 paintings behind you.
I do.
Are they the English Bulldog? I was thinking, like, I think I see 2 English Bulldogs behind you. Okay.
I just, their expressions, and I can just watch them sleeping, because the way they sleep is just so peaceful, and it's always in a deep sleep. And I think because I like that. I don't know. I find calmness in it, and they're just great personalities. I think they're more introverted than anything, and I can relate to some of those personalities. So.
Wow. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. What would be a fourth thing?
Let's see here. So as an undergrad, I never got a chance to go study abroad. So my alma mater had a school in Florence, Italy, and my friends went, and I just felt that would have been too much for my parents, for me to even be further away from Hawaii. So I didn't, but thankfully I met someone who loved traveling. My boyfriend at the time is now my husband. We went backpacking in Europe for 3 weeks. So we were able to make it to the UK, to France, to Switzerland, to Italy, Germany, and Austria. So
that's a good travel.
It was a great test, really, a great time to test our relationship.
Yeah.
At the same time, it was amazing to see another part of the world. Switzerland and Italy probably were my favorite
Favorites.
and would hands down go back there.
But what would be the last thing we don't know about you, the fifth thing?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of hobbies because normally I'd like to just rest after coming home and being with family. But when I do have that opportunity to just be I like doing jigsaw puzzles. Isn't that crazy?
No, I do too. Yeah.
The largest puzzle I've ever done was a 1,000-piece puzzle, and it was of the sunset. And so I remember I would stay up till 2 in the morning because I have this tenacity of just wanting to finish something I start.
Right.
Though in the beginning it's about the process and enjoying the moment, and at some point it's about finishing it. So,
yeah. How long did it take you to finish that?
Oh, I want to say because I stayed up late, probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So,
wow.
But I haven't, I only do probably a 500 piece or even less, like over winter break.
Do you have any good tips for somebody that's starting a puzzle? Do you start with the corners first, or
I always
any
start
good
from
tips?
the outside.
Yeah.
Yep, I start on one end, just kind of keep looking at the actual puzzle, itself, the whole puzzle, and think about which colors that really resonate and stand out. So yep,
that's great.
Puzzles. So those are 5.
Those are great. Do you have any advice for the incoming freshmen starting in the fall?
I think what I would say is try something new in terms of a university experience. So I know that oftentimes we might have reasons why we wouldn't go to an event or go to a session or something outside of your academics, but just try that one, student organization or that one class, extra credit, that you could do with a classmate or even just venture yourself. But I say, why not, right?
Yeah, it's college, right? Yeah,
that's right. And you always have time to go to the beach. You have time to go explore the North Shore and so forth. But we have just so many things here, and I realize that selecting one might be difficult, but as long as you know that there's always something happening, I think that's really key, and you're always invited. So come on by.
Great advice. Thank you so much. Have a great summer, and aloha.
Thank you, Greg.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.